area East Leeds.
आप ईस्ट लीड्स कम्युनिटी रेडियो सुन रहे हैं।
You are listening to East Leeds Community Radio.
Many. Welcome. If you haven't been to Chapel FM before, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much to the panellists for taking part in advance. It's really nice to have you here. And thank you also to Todd Murphy and Charlotte Lancashire, whose conception this was. Todd came to me a little while ago and said it'd be great to do a quiz as part of writing on air. But we thought, let's do it sooner. Let's do it now. We can't wait. And this is also a fundraiser. So even just buying a ticket, you lovely people in the audience, you have contributed some money towards the Chapel FM Anthology of 2026. Have a round of applause for them, please. So we're going to have the quiz, and then we're going to have a break. The bar is downstairs. And then we're going to have a second half, which is open mic, basically. We'll have some comedy, we'll have some poetry. So I'm going to hand over to Todd and Charlotte. Round of applause for them, please, for our quiz.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Buzzwords. My name is Todd Murphy. I'm your quiz master for the evening. I'm very lucky to be joined by the wonderfully knowledgeable bibliomaniac, Charlotte Lancashire.
Hello and welcome. In tonight's competition, we have two teams battling it out to see who knows their Kafka from their Kipling, their Wolf from their Wilde, and who simply hasn't got a Dickens. Let's introduce the teams.
Firstly, we have a team captain, writer, radio maker, and director of Chapel FM, Tony Macaluso. He is joined by reader, scholar, and yoga instructor Rebecca Riley. And Leeds rapper, The Dinkmaster. And tonight they are up against team captain, singer, songwriter Jack Anthony. Comedian Billy Price. And comedian Dominique. Thank you very much to our teams. Now, we did ask you both to come up with a team name. Tony, what has your team come up with?
I believe it's the Wuthering Lows.
The Wuthering Lows.
Wuthering Lows.
We'll just make a note of that. We've got the Wuthering Lows. Okay, Clarky.
Yes, we have got Brain Air, Todd. We've kept with the Bronte.
Brain Air. We have got the Wuthering Lows versus Brain Air. Let's make some noise for the teams.
So before we start, we'd also like to give a very warm welcome to Chapel FM's very own live audience. Who, along the way, will be facing some questions of their own.
But without further ado, let us begin with round one.
Okay, so round one is called First Lines, where we're going to read, you guessed it, the first lines of a novel, play, or poem, and our teams have to whistle in to give the name of the work. The correct answer scores a point for your team. If you whistle in incorrectly, you may not whistle in again. So we've got whistles and duck whistles at the ready. Question one. What literary work do these famous first lines come from?
It was the best of times. I think that was a duck whistle, right? And
I think that is The Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens.
that is correct. Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Brain Air. That is an early point there for Brain Air.
Okay, on to question two. What work do these famous lines appear in?
It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were Go on.
I think that's 1984 by George Orwell.
He's got another early point. So the quiz was going to last about half an hour. It might be 5 minutes. Let's go to question 3.
What work do these famous first lines appear in?
I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales. We've got a whistle.
Daffodils, Wordsworth?
It's not called Daffodil.
Oh no, it's yeah.
Sucks for you guys.
Is it just called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud?
It is called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud.
That was a bit cheeky. That was a bit
It was a
cheeky.
good attempt.
Yeah.
It was a good attempt. Question for the audience.
William Wordsworth loved walking so much, he walked an estimated 180,000 miles in his lifetime. How many times around the world is that?
Okay, audience. So, in a moment, I'm going to give you 3 options: 4, 5, or 7. And you're going to make some noise for the answer that you think is correct. So, William Wordsworth walked so much that he would have walked around the earth how many times? Make some noise for 4 times. Oh, very quiet. 5 times. 7 times.
Yes.
Oh, well, that was close. That was close. I think we should give that them. Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
You're
So-
correct.
The correct answer is William Wordsworth walked an estimated 7 times around the world.
Very good.
Well done, audience.
Keep going here.
Yes,
All right.
well.
All right, we're going to catch up here.
Okay, back to our teams. Question 5. What work do these famous first lines appear in?
It is a truth universally acknowledged. Oh, so quick with the duck.
That is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen.
That is correct. Another point there.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Get down. Okay, let's be quick. Okay.
Question 6.
When Gregor Samsa woke one morning, we've got a whistle.
Metamorphosis, Kafka.
That is correct. Make some noise.
Wait,
First point there for the Wuthering
wait, I
Heights.
have an objection. Was the rule not that if you whistle in a wrong answer, you're not allowed to whistle again?
Only in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not
He's
that
playing
harsh,
to win.
Trevor.
He's playing to
Good,
win.
good point.
Oh,
Good
okay.
point. That's good.
So,
Okay.
wrong answers are allowed. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. All right.
Okay, on to our final question for this round. From what work are these opening lines?
We were somewhere around Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs. We've got a duck whistle.
It's from my diary, I believe.
It might be, but that's not the answer we're looking for. We did get a whistle.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson.
That is correct.
All right. Good. Coming back.
Question for the audience.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was originally written as a 2-part magazine article before becoming a book. Which magazine was it published in?
Okay, so Fear and Loathing by Hunter S. Thompson, originally published in a magazine. Was it in Rolling Stone or Playboy magazine? Make some
Can we
noise
get an
for
extra point?
Rolling Stone. Make some noise for Playboy. Sorry, audience, you got that one wrong. The correct answer was, in fact, Rolling
Oh,
Stone
no way.
magazine.
I would have thought Playboy.
All right.
Okay, that is the end of round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte, how are the scores looking?
So we have the Wuthering Lows with 2 points. And Brain Air with 4 points.
Do it.
Fantastic. Let us now open a new chapter as we move on to round 2.
Round 2 is called Good Reads, Bad Reviews. So, taking it in turns, can your team work out what piece of writing is being described by its 1-star review on the Goodreads website?
Brilliant.
So, the first one is for the Wuthering Lows, and I will say you need to be specific.
Well, this is just to us. We don't have to whistle.
It's just
You
you.
don't need to
no
whistle.
whistling.
No, we need to whistle.
So, what
Talk amongst ourselves.
Okay.
is this 1-star review for? I fucking hate hobbits, and I also fucking hate Gandalf. They walk and walk and walk some more, and nothing fucking happens.
Walking all of them, don't they?
Fantastic radio, this, the little quiet murmur there. The clogs are ticking. You can discuss it into the microphones if you want.
We can discuss it into the
We
microphones.
think we know what it is.
Do you want to say it?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Go on, Dinky.
With Fellowship, right?
The Lord of the Rings.
I don't know the exact name
I
of
would
the
do
book.
the, I would do the
Fellowship
whole
of the Ring.
trilogy. I would just frame it in terms of Lord of the Rings as a whole.
The Lord of the Rings
By J.R.R. Tolkien.
by that guy, J.R.R. Tolkien.
You may recall some moments ago, my colleague here kindly asked if you would be specific. Which of the Lord of the Rings are we going for?
Two Towers or the Fellowship? Fellowship of the Ring.
It's correct!
I mean, it could have been any one of them, but
I had
you
to
know,
spend
that
his
was
teenage years
logical.
doing something.
I've never read them.
Okay, and the first one for Brain Air. Guess the book from its 1-star review.
Reading this book was one of the biggest wastes of my time in the past 20 years. This is not a book about teenage alienation. It's about a smart ass who can't deal with who he really is and spends almost 300 pages ranting about it, most likely to a doctor in a psych ward.
I think it's Catcher in the Rye by Salinger. What do you think?
If that's what we're going
Yeah.
for. It's the correct answer. Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger.
Okay.
Okay, The Wuthering Lows. Here's your second 1-star review. Can you guess the book? And I will point out this review was written by a woman.
This novel is turning me into a misogynist. Really. She is everything I dislike about stereotypical chick-lit women. She tries to diet but fails. When she fails, she whines. She's one of those women I want to tell that if she really paid more attention to her career and less attention to her boss's trousers, she might actually turn into a person her boss might find worthy of her time.
Boss. What boss?
Well, there's two potential choices.
What
Can
is
I ask
Explain
how
them very
recent the
loudly.
review was?
No, because I didn't write it down.
There's two.
What are you thinking
it
of?
could either be Christian Grey, who has a relationship with his secretary in 50 Shades, or it could be Bridget Jones' Diary, who also boffs her boss at the newspaper.
It sounds more like they're talking about the lady as if she's a protagonist, so maybe Bridget Jones?
But they're both protagonists.
Are they really? I've never read 50 Shades of Grey, I'll be honest.
I'm going with 50 Shades, I think.
You want to go with 50
I
Shades?
think he does wear
Are
tight
we,
trousers.
are we going naughty? Are we naughty?
Oh, we've
We'll
got
set
one
them
each.
up if we get it wrong for the best.
Okay,
for
guys,
the
I don't
good
know.
one.
What do you think?
Tony, you're the
with your
team
gut, Go with
captain.
your gut.
I
that
don't
one.
remember what's its trousers being particularly mentioned. He mentions her skirt at one point in the show.
Hell yeah,
So
he
you've
does.
read it?
But I've read them both, of course.
Oh, how lovely.
Okay.
I don't know.
Ooh, we got an audience. Okay. You found
The
it.
audience
know.
are getting
There was a
involved
voice
here.
out
look.
there from the world.
It's kicking off. Tony, I need an answer.
Don't what? No.
All right, we're going to go for Bridget Jones.
No,
Jones.
I thought
Try
we were
Bridget
gonna steal
Jones.
that
We'll
point.
go
I
with
was like,
Bridget.
Yeah.
The correct answer is, in fact, Bridget Jones.
They were going to go for that as well. Let's
go.
You better help us out now.
Well, they could have been tricking us.
I've read them both.
He's read 50 Shades so much, he's like, it's definitely not 50 Shades.
That's my husband, and I can tell you that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Brain
so
Air.
chance to get one.
Here is your second review.
Okay, Brain Air. How can a book that's almost entirely set in the ocean be this dry?
Oh. What's that one about the man and the
thought
whale?
That's Moby Dick.
Moby Dick,
Is
isn't
that
it?
on Life of Pi, I think?
Oh.
Although, but
But I've never read Life of Pi actually. But it's got. I think Moby Dick, surely.
Wait, let's not submit anything. Let's
Okay.
think this through.
Actually,
What we
we
think,
do have any thoughts?
Let's throw it out to the audience.
What do you
Oh.
They think it's Life of
We
Pi.
have a hunch. Don't know where it's come from. Just come out the air.
An instinct.
Something snapped.
Who wrote it? Do you know
I
who
was a
wrote it?
Menson.
Could be.
No, we don't have more options. We're just going
It's getting wet.
We'll go.
That's short.
Who wrote it?
Jack Anthony, you are the team captain. The responsibility falls
Okay.
upon
Do we
you.
need the author?
Do we need the author?
No, just the name of the
We'll
book.
go with Life of Pi then.
The correct answer.
Wait, don't we get to
Hang
guess
on,
if
can
they
we,
get it
can
wrong?
we jump in?
No,
Or
you
no?
tell.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
Everybody calm down.
Okay.
The correct
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
is, in fact, Moby Dick. The audience clearly have their favourites here.
Moby Dick's amazing. I love Moby Dick. Yeah, but
Question for the audience.
Okay, audience. How many words are there in Moby Dick?
Okay, audience, how many words are in the novel Moby Dick? I'm going to give you 3 approximate numbers. 186,000 words, 212,000 words, 428,000 words. So please make some noise for 186,000 words. Very quiet, very quiet. Make some noise for 212,000 words. Pretty quiet again. Make some noise for 428,000 words. Audience, you've got it wrong again. I'm afraid the correct answer is 212,000 words.
the middle one. Yeah. Good call.
It's dry. I found it dry.
Authors always lie about the size of their book.
That is the end of round 2. Charlotte, how
How many
are
rounds
the
are
scores?
there, by the way? Do we get to find out how many rounds there are?
About 5.
5.
Just so we know. See how we go.
Yeah, we're...
So we have a dramatic comeback at the end.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's time for combat. There's
There's
plenty
time.
more going
Late
on.
drama.
So we got time. 5 rounds. 3 more rounds.
Okay, so the scores at the minute, we have the Wuthering Lows with 4 points. Brain Air just have it with 5 points for now.
Tight, guys.
We got 3 rounds. to
All
go.
right, let's move on to round 3.
Okay.
Okay,
Whistles.
round 3 is called Once Upon a Time. In this round, both teams have to guess the year of publication of a work of literature. You have some paper there to write down your answers.
Do we have to get it exactly, or whoever's closest?
Whichever team is closest scores
Great.
the point.
Okay.
If you are both correct, you both score a point. Okay, so question 1, you need to write your answer on your pad.
Okay.
In what year was Martin Amis's novel Money published? You know why they just write that down, right?
Yeah.
Little question for you. Why did Martin Amis cross the road?
I don't know, Todd. Why did Martin Amos cross the road?
To step out of his father's shadow.
Oh, yes!
Yeah? 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 Thank you, thank you. Right, teams, have we got an answer yet?
86 is calling out to me for some reason.
We have not got an answer yet.
86.
Right, we need an answer. Wuthering
We need a-
Lows,
we
what
need a
have we
final
got?
answer.
It's not. Have you written it down?
We have.
Right, go on then. Brain Air, what do we have?
We have 1989.
We have 1989 from Brain Air.
Good year, very good year.
Wuthering Lows, what do we have?
1984.
Like the book!
Do you know what? The correct answer is 1984.
Good. Very
Right,
good.
the level.
Okay.
Okay. On to question 2.
Okay, question 2. In what year was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone published?
2004?
Hey, Charlotte,
Yes, Todd.
why did J.K. Rowling cross the road?
It
I
was
don't know,
certainly
Todd.
before I was born.
Why did J.K. Rowling cross the road?
To go to the cafe, she wanted a Harry Potter tea and a Philosopher's Scone.
Wait.
Hey, come on, come on.
Oh, 2000. Wait. Yeah, because no, the the first movie came out.
Right.
I don't know when the right time to bring this up is, but Rebecca did say if we throw this, she'll give me a kiss at the end, and I am still thinking about it.
Call me.
Yes, good.
Brain Air, do we have an answer?
We do.
Are we going for it?
We're not confident, but we're going for 2004.
2004.
They have it written
No,
down.
we
Okay,
Okay.
Promise.
Go on, Tony, what have you got?
2002.
2002. You've gone 2004. The correct answer is, in fact, 1997. So a point there goes to the Wuthering Lows.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm happy
All
with
right, good job. Come back.
that. Points.
Okay.
They got the points, I suppose.
Okay. Are we ready for question 3?
Okay, question 3, everybody. In what year was the King James Bible published?
Hang on, in what language? Oh, right, the original, the King James version.
In English.
So when was
King James Bible is what I've got written down.
King James? What was he up to?
Hey, Charlotte.
When you wanna.
Jesus walked into a bar.
Right.
He just orders a glass of water, doesn't he?
He's going to do.
Yeah! Come on, let's make some noise. Lovely job. Nobody's written anything down yet. I thought my jokes would have such an amount of applause and laughter. By the
Yeah, then it
time
would just go on and
it
on,
would- yeah, they'd-
filling the time.
Yeah, they're still discussing it now. How's your day been? All right.
Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah.
I've only really done this, so
It's getting cold now, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Autumn for you.
Dark early.
Autumn in Seacroft, beautiful.
Divided up lots.
Wuthering Lows, what have we got?
We're doing 1612.
16.
We haven't written anything.
Brainer.
We said that. They didn't ask.
They were very upfront about it.
1614.
That is
Answers.
very cheeky.
2004.
Yeah.
So we have the Wuthering Lows with 1612,
Yep.
and we have Brain Air with 1614. The correct answer is, in fact, 1611. The point goes to Wuthering Lows again.
All right. We're good at the dates.
I still kiss you, though.
1611.
He's not even listening.
He doesn't mind.
Is that a thing that's already like arranged?
Anyway.
What happens in Seacroft stays in Seacroft.
Not sure what that's about,
No.
right?
Sorry to break this up with question 4.
Question 4. In what year was the first Tracy Beaker called The Story of Tracy Beaker published? Hey, Charlotte.
Yep.
A young boy was reading Tracy Beaker, and he was worried about her. He asked his dad if anyone was going to come and help her. And the boy's dad said, "Of course, Jacqueline will, son."
Wow.
Hey! No, come on.
Trust you in this one here.
I'm feeling.
Yeah.
No, I've
Unfortunately,
written
they are
I've written
scripted.
down.
Yeah.
And the teams are still discussing. I didn't think anyone would be taking it this fucking seriously, to be honest. There's some serious competition here tonight.
Right, let's go with that.
Points for dedication,
It's
I
all
think,
to
from
play
both
for.
teams.
My answer's so good.
Brainer, do we have an answer written down?
We have 2003.
We have 2003 from Brainer. Wuthering Lows, what do we have?
2007.
Okay, the answer. 2003, 2007.
Yep.
The correct answer is 1991. The point that time goes to the Wuthering Lows.
We did say early 90s.
We did.
Yeah.
I knew so many teenage girls who were reading that book.
No, it doesn't. The point that time goes to Brainer.
Timeless. Clearly they were, yeah.
Okay.
Timeless series, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more question on this round.
That was okay.
Question 5. In what year was Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory published?
Billy, did you know this?
I know it.
Hey, Charlotte. Why did Charlie go to the chocolate factory?
I don't know, Todd. Why did Charlie go to the chocolate factory?
Someone told him it was going to be sweet.
This is our working gear. What do you think? Do you want to go with that one? Or you
I don't know. You put all
It would be
this
funny.
People don't appreciate it, do they?
Not appreciated in your
Yeah.
town.
It's
Take
disgusting.
it there, sweetheart.
We got this in the bag.
We're just
could probably
sailing on through.
Everyone keeps
Brainer, have you got something written down?
Yes, we do.
Wuthering Lows, do you have something written down?
Are we going with it?
Yeah.
Let's go with this. 1968.
We went for 1976.
The correct answer for Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, published in 1964. Yeah! A point again goes to the Wuthering Lows.
1976, because I listened to you.
Okay, that is the end of that round. Charlotte, what are the scores?
Okay, so we have the Wuthering Lows with 8 points and Brain Air with 6 points.
Oh, let's move on to our next round.
Now we've got this. I like being the underdogs going into the last round, but this is okay.
Okay.
That's right. It's not bad. Can't complain.
Round 4 is called Sardonic Student Summary. So can you guess?
What was the name again?
Sardonic Student Summary.
What does sardonic mean?
Okay.
Sort of sarcastic.
Sardonic student.
So,
okay.
can you guess the novel based on the uninterested or perplexed teenager's summary? So, for this one, you need to have your mouths at your whistles.
We're whistling again. Okay. All right.
Okay,
So-
here's your first one.
First whistle first. Right. So basically, everyone in this book is absolutely unhinged and should probably not be allowed near each other. There's this guy who turns up out of nowhere, gets bullied a bit, but instead of going to therapy, he decides to ruin everyone's life for like 30 years or something. There's yelling, ghosts, stormy hills. We have an early whistle.
Wuthering Heights.
The correct answer is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte.
Always getting that one.
Good. Well, that was meant to be. Yeah.
Stupendous.
We didn't get our own name.
Okay, here's your second one. Whistles at the ready.
So this one's about a bloke who goes around solving ancient riddles like he's on a really intense episode of Countdown. Some old guy gets murdered in an art gallery and leaves behind a load of weird clues. I think that was a duck.
That was a duck whistle.
Is it the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown?
The correct answer is The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown.
Our gallery. Is that what you're going for? Yeah.
Okay, here's number 3. What book is our sardonic student describing?
Okay, so this one doesn't even have proper chapters. It's just like one massive sentence that goes on for 100 years. It's about a bunch of women and non-binary people, and they're all connected somehow, but you don't realize how until like page 312. Some of them are poets, some are mums, some are academics who say discourse a lot, and half of them hate each other. There's loads of stuff about race, gender, sexuality, theatre. We have a duck whistle.
Desperate Housewives.
It is not Desperate Housewives.
Close.
I will finish this about one more bit, so Wuthering Lows, you may get a chance. And then every now and then, someone says something really harsh about their mum, and you're like, whoa, damn. Any whistles from the Wuthering Lows? Okay, so this one doesn't even have proper chapters. It's just like one massive sentence that goes on for 100 years. It's about a bunch of women and non-binary people, and they're all connected somehow, but you don't realize how until like page 312.
I have a joke answer.
I can't remember what it's called. It's doing my head in.
Let's have a joke answer.
You want a joke answer?
Let's have a joke answer.
The
You guys want a
Quran.
joke answer, guys? I got a joke answer.
Is it Sylvia Plath?
It is not Sylvia Plath.
Joke answer? Do the joke answer.
I've read the book.
No
I can't remember what
Country
it's
for
called.
Old Men.
It's called like Woman and Other, or
Oh, you're close.
it's Woman and Other, or something like
Girl, Woman, Other by
that.
Bernadine
That's it. Yeah, I
Everest.
knew the book.
Sounds
Did we
very
get it?
bad.
Who's
Did
the
we get that?
No, you did not. No, you already guessed. You wasted your guess
was the
with
red
Desperate
again?
Housewives.
Oh, wait.
It was a good guess.
per person.
It's Bernadine Evaristo.
Oh, Bernadette Evaristo.
Clearer.
Okay. Burning the
That was
Northeast,
that was driving me
Damn
nuts.
it.
It was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we did do one of those
Okay.
in book
Yeah,
club, I
yeah,
did not
yeah.
like it.
Okay.
here's number 4.
This might be a quick one, I don't know.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay, right.
Right. So it's about these two blokes who go around doing farm work in like...
Oh.
Of Mice and Men.
Very good. Of Mice
Very
and Men by
good.
John Steinbeck.
Is that go to Horsforth High School? Is there a particular English teacher you want to give a shout out to?
Mr. Lonsdale, I love you. I miss you. Come
Mr.
back.
Lonsdale.
Let's hear it from Mr. Lonsdale.
Horsforth High School.
I sent you an email. You never responded.
Oh, okay. Well, he's probably listening now, so.
What did you say in the email? Just...
I sent him an MP3 of a very obscure Edgar Jones song called It's My Bass because it was an inside joke between us. It was a very lovely song. It was about 3 minutes long and it was just bass. There was nothing else.
Well, Mr. Lonsdale did not like it, so...
Yeah.
He loved it.
But he did his job. You got the question right.
He loved it.
Yeah.
Can't say hurtful things to me like this.
And anyway, on to our final question of the round, number 5. What story is our perplexed pupil trying to wrap their head around?
So this one starts with a kid getting shouted at in a graveyard. Early duck whistle.
No, we've gone too early.
You go.
Go on, you go.
No, there was a whistle as well. I'm sorry you took too long. I am going to pass that over to the Wother-in-laws who whistled.
Great Expectations.
The correct answer is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. A great steal there.
Nice.
I'm not going to lie, the points are starting to sway in one direction. Charlotte, what have we got?
So we have Brain Air still on 7 points, and the Wuthering Lows racing ahead with 11 points.
Oh. Still time. Still time.
Well done, teams. Now, before we move on, we do have a few more questions for our audience. And this could change everything.
Okay.
Oh.
If the audience answers one of the following questions correctly, they can choose which team to award the point to.
Everyone looks really nice tonight.
That's
don't
nice.
they?
Okay.
I've never seen a
beautiful
sexier
ladies.
audience in my life.
There is flattery from Brain Air coming in early there. If you know the answer, audience, please shout out, or if you're a little bit shy, stick your hand up and we'll try and come to you.
Get some good friends out there.
Charlotte, let's go to, for our audience, question 1.
Okay, so for the audience, in which Shakespeare play do these lines appear?
Out, out, brief candle. Bloody hell, that was quick. The correct answer is Macbeth. So, with the fetching beanie hat there, who would you like to give your points to?
Well, you see, they think I'm going to give it to them.
I can eat boiled eggs right out of a microwave.
I know I have a familial relationship with one of them. However,
It was me, guys.
Fair play, because I want to see
Fair.
a lot of fun going on. I'm
Good.
giving it to you.
Yeah.
All right, the point goes to Brain Air.
That's the right spirit. I agree with that. Gotta tighten it up.
Well,
Keep it competitive. There'll be
People's choice.
it's starting to look even better now.
discussions.
Okay, question 2 for the audience.
Okay, which of the Bronte sisters wrote Wuthering Heights?
We got several answers there going for Emily Bronte. Interesting though, the correct answer is in fact Emily Bronte, of course.
Hey.
Now, somebody over here got the correct answer.
It was the lady with the lovely gilet.
The really pretty lady
really
over there.
beautiful lady over there as well.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes, we will give it to you.
Okay, the point that time goes to the Wuthering Lows. Okay, and finally, question 3.
So this one is a little bit more difficult. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is also known as the modern what?
We have a hand up.
Go for it. Go for it.
Prometheus, we have 2 correct answers there. The answer is, of course, the modern Prometheus.
I want to just cast your mind back to earlier when they said Moby Dick and you guys were like, say Life of Pi, say Life of Pi.
You want to be repaid?
Yeah.
We had 2 correct answers from the audience up there.
I really like glitch and blues. That's my favourite genre. I just want you to know that. Yes!
So we've got another point going to the Wuthering Lows there.
That's how you do it, Mason.
We've got to say, this audience is not very forgiving. They just want to keep giving the points to the winning team. But
The rich
It's
stay
quite
rich.
nasty, actually.
No.
Okay, well, after the audience's question, Charlotte, what are the points?
So now the Wuthering Lows have 13 points and Brain Air have 8 points.
We can do it.
It's tough. It's getting
We
tough
can do
out
it.
there. You can indeed do it. We do have one final round.
Okay, so our final round is called Describe the Book. So one person from each team must describe the book without mentioning the title of the book, the author, or the names of any characters. And each team is going to have 1 minute to guess as many as possible.
So no title.
No title, no characters, no author.
Has anyone got a stopwatch?
It's a very good question.
What's he doing? What's the pen for?
Sorry, we've got one.
He's writing down the rules. So we don't.
Don't show your team. Don't show your team. And these are for you. Do not show your team.
Do
So
I
one
just do
person
I've
gets
read
it?
them now.
One
I didn't want to
person.
do it, but I've read them.
Well, you've read them now.
I think you're gonna.
I don't
gonna
trust
Can it be
you.
anybody on the team, or it has to go?
I haven't
It could be anyone. If we
Who
have
wants
a
to do it?
volunteer.
You want to do it and I'll guess
I'm happy to do it. Okay. Okay.
Also,
We have different lists.
You have different lists.
Okay.
We'll do
Should
one
I
team
Keep it
each.
away from people.
Yeah, keep it away from me. I don't want to see
1 minute.
Oh,
Okay.
say I can give me a mic, yeah, but I'm gonna like where they can't see it though. I want to make sure that I don't. Can we swap places?
Oh yeah,
That
sure,
makes
if you
sense.
want.
So just so I keep my list.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
Secret
there
list.
from
My
Tony.
teammates.
This is why he's
Oh my, you're very warm.
He knows
He's
what
a man
doing.
who knows.
Americans
what he's
love
doing.
hiding lists.
Okay, Tony, are
you
you
wanna
ready to go
extrapolate?
first?
Satire.
Yes.
Okay. Tony, for
Well, you
the
see
Wuthering
upstream
Lows,
files.
remember,
So I just keep running through and I need to go in order, is that right? Can I skip them if they're not getting it?
you can skip them if they're not getting it, but remember not to mention the title of the book, the author, or the names of any characters.
Okay.
Tony, for the Wuthering Lows, please begin.
The older sibling is watching you. The older sibling. Not the sister, but the other one. Big.
Oh, brother.
1984.
Thank you. Very good. Okay. Rich people in America. Kind of. What's his name? Robert Redford just died. He was in the film of it.
Ooh, rich people.
Rich people in America. Never mind.
Swallows.
Never mind. Reader, I married him at the end.
Jane Eyre.
Okay. Very good. What you have for breakfast on a train. It's rhyming. Children's book.
Polar
But
Express?
it's a strange, funny color of breakfast food. Breakfast food of a funny color. Never mind.
Green eggs and ham.
Yep. Very good.
Nice.
Okay. The universe and how it was formed by a scientist who was in a wheelchair.
Stephen Hawking.
Yep. What's the book
Big
he
guy.
wrote?
History of Time.
Yep. Guy with sharp teeth who likes to bite
Dracula.
people in the neck. Okay. Good. People on a boat and a tiger.
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi.
Very good. Okay. Lots of sand and worms coming up from the sand. Okay. Very good. Okay. Very good.
Your time is up. Well
All right,
done,
good
Tony.
job. Okay.
Impressive.
Okay, Charlotte, how many points did they get there? Was there one ambiguous one at the end?
Okay.
I think the buzzer went.
I
That was
said Dune,
confusing.
Dune. I just got
There was a lot of confusion.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
I
love
think,
Boundaries. Boundaries, Lottie.
Yeah.
No,
I think that was
I've
6
seen both versions.
points.
6 points to the Wuthering
Okay, we'll
Lows.
take that.
Nice.
Okay. So, Brainer, you've got approximately 12 to get, something like that, to win.
No pressure.
easy, fine.
No pressure
We can.
at all. Your time starts now.
Book with whips, he loves it.
50 Shades of Grey.
Wizard has a rock.
Philosopher's Stone in Harry Potter.
This is like a painter and he's trying to crack something.
Da Vinci Code? No.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah, Mr. Darcy.
Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, so this is an animal that rhymes with rat and they've got something on their head.
Cat in the Hat.
Oh, I don't know what this. So one of these.
Tom Thumb.
No, people do that to get in a car.
On the
Hitchhiker's
Road by
Guide
Jack
to the
Kerouac.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
played, son.
vampire, sparkly vampire.
Twilight.
Yeah. So this is an animal. It's an insect. Very. Children's book. Yeah. So this one is a person with my gender. They have these on their, I think, on the back.
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah. So this is trying to like poo poo. an animal that flies. Famous
To
book.
Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah. So this one we had earlier, and they thought it might be 50 Shades of Grey, but it's not that. It's a lady.
Bridget Jones's Diary.
Okay, so this is also a TV show, and it's got kings, and it's set in the past, and it's massive.
Lord of the Rings. No, what's it called?
Massive, you know, like
The Games of Thrones.
Targaryens.
That's it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this.
Time is up. Oh my God! Oh my God! Let's hear it again for Dominique.
Yes.
A very impressive performance there.
Smashing it.
Okay.
That was genuinely exciting.
Yeah.
My favourite game is Articulate. I was born for this.
That was your moment.
What
there.
is it with you two?
I hope. Can I get this footage back? I want to send this to everyone.
Look at me, Mum.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to see in English. Who cares? Look at me now.
That is time, everybody. Like Hemingway's brains, the writing is on the wall. But who is going to live happily ever after?
Not me.
Charlotte, please, what are the final scores?
That's so annoying.
Okay, just doing some maths there. Sorry about that. Right. Unbelievable scenes here.
Drama.
We have
Oh, sorry, Salman.
the Wuthering Lows with 19 points. But after that incredible performance from Dominique, Brain Air have 20 points.
Fantastic.
Absolute scenes.
Incredible scenes here at Chapel FM.
Wow.
The comeback of the century.
Wow.
Let's hear it again for team captain, singer-songwriter Jack Anthony. Please get yourself on YouTube and go and listen to his EP Snake Pit. Let's also hear it for Billy Price. Follow him on Instagram at Billy Price Comedy for any upcoming shows. Let's hear it again for Dominique. Is there anything you want to shout out?
I'm doing a gig at Belgrave on Wednesday if anyone wants to come, but it's quite rude, so I don't know if you want to come, but it'd be
Wednesday
nice.
at Belgrave
It's
to see more
£5
from
if you buy it
Dominique.
online, or £7 on the door.
What time?
I assume 8. Probably get there for 7:30. Yeah, anyway. Thank you.
May I do a shout out before we go to the other wonderful team?
Please do.
I run a comedy collective in Leeds called Short for Change. It's about platforming, grassroots talent, and I'd love to have any of you guys or any of the listeners on air come by. If you're thinking of getting comedy, we love to help newbies out and all that. So yeah, we're called Short for Change. And we have 2 nights, 187 Comedy Social Club on the 30th of October every last Thursday, and Fruity Dog Friday on the 7th of November. Every first Friday.
Great fun, I do recommend. I just want to big that up. Well worth a visit.
Sorry, I had to do the plug.
Got to be done. It's got to be done. Thank you very much, Billy. Let's go again to the Wuthering Lows. Thank you very much to team captain, writer, radio maker, director of Chapel FM, Tony Macaluso. Let's hear it again for yoga instructor, scholar and reader, Rebecca Riley.
You want to plug anything? Nothing to plug? Okay.
Make some noise again for the Dink Master.
Yes.
Make sure you check out the Dink Master's EP, The Big Catch. Is that correct?
That is correct. I also have a cool band. I have a very cool band. We're called Hog. That's it. We're not doing anything right now. You're just going to have to find us somewhere.
Nice.
And what was the name of the English teacher again? One more shout out to him.
Yo, big shout out to Mr. Lonsdale. You know what I'm saying.
All right.
Yo, come on,
Mr. Lonsdale.
The only person who made me read ever.
Please join me. Let's make some noise for our resident bibliomaniac, Charlotte Lancashire. A massive thank you to our live studio audience for coming along and taking part this evening, and to everyone listening at home. Thank you. Don't forget to check out chapelfm.co.uk to find out more about the Writing on Air Literary Festival taking place early next year, as well as many other upcoming shows and events. Tony, is there anything you want to add?
Just a shout out to Elliot and who else is doing tech up there? I can't quite see. It's too dark. All right, and Kirsten, Toby, and Elliot, and Peter Spafford, Director of Words at Chapel FM.
Yes, Peter?
Yes, Peter!
Can I give a shout out to Rebecca's husband? Because without that point, it would have been a draw.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Rebecca's husband as well.
Yes.
And you gave them a point.
Yeah, but the rest of the audience got 2.
Thank you very much, everyone. I've been Todd Murphy. Thank you very much. Good night.
Round of applause, please, for these wonderful people, contestants, and the quiz maestros. And also, we're coming back in the second half for some open mic. So, yeah, Baron in the bar. So welcome back to the second half of Buzzword, the evening that featured the first ever Chapel FM literature quiz. And wasn't it brilliant? Did you like it? Yeah, I thought it was just fantastic. I thank you so much for everybody involved. And would you like them to come back again? Yeah, we would. So Todd and Charlotte, if you're on for it, fantastic. In fact, maybe part of Writing on Air, as we originally planned. So this second half is going to be an open mic. We were going to raffle slots, but we haven't really done that. Few of the contestants who are in the first half are going to be performing, which is brilliant. So we've got some comedy, we've got some music, we've got some poetry. Just to mention that this is a fundraiser, again, this is a fundraiser for our writing projects at Chapel FM. So there is a GoFundMe, which you're very welcome to go to that site if you just Google Right Away, as in writing, see what we did there, at Chapel FM. And we got to our halfway point, which is brilliant. We did that in about, I don't know, 5 days or something, really brilliant. But if you fancy going to that, and actually thank you some of the people who've donated very generously are here in the room. So I'd like to give a round of applause to them, please. I'm going to read a poem first, and then we're going to hear from James Lewis Moran, who is a local Seacroft poet. I've got a pile of these books downstairs. It's my third poetry collection. It came out recently. If anyone wants to buy one tonight, the money will go to the Right Away cause. So if you want to do that, they're usually 12 quid. It's for 10 tonight. You can't beat that. I'm going to read one poem from it, and then we're going to go on to the rest of you. So I really love those. You know, when you go into somebody else's house, we don't have one of these, and they call it a knife block, where the knives are all stuck in this lovely piece of wood, and they all fit beautifully. So I was in an Airbnb, and it was somebody else's house, and they were putting it out for Airbnb, and I thought, ooh, those knives look sharp. So this is called Knife Block. Next to the toaster, here on the black quartz, block of oak, tilted, 8 narrowed apertures, each a snug for slitter, gutter, separator, dark rubber grips. Go on, draw me up and out, swish me, dance me around the kitchen, slip me in again, clean fit. Domestic use only. Steak, fish, marriage. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce our first poet tonight, James Lewis Moran, Seacroft poet. I call him the Seacroft Poet Laureate. He's been coming here since he was 18 years old. Where is he? Here he is. Round of applause for James.
Hello then. So I'm going to be reading 2 poetry pieces from my most recent book about good hospitality, because bad hospitality would have been too easy. So I'll start off with this one, Nature's Threshold. On days like this, blinds are torn open, people rush for their summer shades and plan garden parties in haste. Sandwiches are packed, kids sandwiched into crowded cars. Today, there will be traffic queues for the sacred seaside. On days like this, ice cream prices are raised and wallets emptied, tops stripped off and bathing costumes donned. People season the day and burning their skin against the gloom of colder days. One step is all it takes. Tiptoe over that threshold into the blue brilliantness that awaits. Seek the unknown, your adventure. Don't wait until your lunch break. Feast now in delight. Be spirited away to the seaside. Thank you. And for my final piece, Angel in the Cupboard. There's an angel in the cupboard. She gives me biscuits and tea. These are the luminous kind, obviously. She incinerates the dirt and crumbs with her glow. Even so, I have to ask this question: how did you get into my home? Why me and my cupboard? Why my small flat? Why aren't you upstairs in heaven, and when will you go back? And yet, I must admit, you gave me quite a laugh. You with your halo and Yorkshire flat cap. I put my morning brew up on a pedestal. Without her, I would not make it through the day. There's an angel living in my cupboard. Tell me, Tetley, how long will this last?
So we've got another poet now, Emma Storr, who's had a lot to do with us over the years. So fantastic poet. So Emma, when you're ready, a round of applause for Emma, please.
Thank you very much. I might need the mic a little lower. That's brilliant. Can you hear me okay? Yes. Okay. I'm going to read you two poems about birds. And the first one is called The Only Animals with Feathers, and it has a quote from a letter from Emily Dickinson to Miss Eugenia Hall in 1885 when she wrote, "I hope you love birds too. It is economical. It saves going to heaven." You don't have to know their names or collective nouns, their courtship behavior, or where they build their nests. You can be economical in your desire to understand how a feather holds together with barbicels and is waterproofed during preening. You can admire colors without knowing about melanin, carotenoids, or why scattered light in air bubbles makes some birds shimmer blue. Your lack of information will not inhibit you from soaring with them, flying high on thermals, swooping. It is a sort of heaven to be ignorant of facts and live and love for now and now and now. Thank you. And this one is called Correspondence to the Pika Pika in My Garden. Dear magpies, I am writing to complain about your behavior. You have been stealing the food I put out for the hedgehogs. If this does not stop, you will be hearing from my solicitor. Dear magpies, you are too noisy. Your vocalizations are harsh and your chatter incessant. You are causing a disturbance in my garden which is injurious to my health. I will be taking this further. Dear magpies, murder is not acceptable. Leaving half-eaten blackbird chicks on the ground outside my back door is disgusting. My solicitor is advising me on proceeds against you. Dear magpies, you may blame the crows, but I have photographic proof of your guilt. You strut about in your 60s op art designs, so don't pretend it wasn't you. Dear magpies, where have you gone? It is cowardly to fly away and not own up to your responsibilities. We should negotiate a settlement. Return at once. Dear magpies, please come back. I forgive you. I don't have a solicitor. Thank you.
Brilliant. So, Billy, have you been to the chapel before? This is your first time? So, Billy the comedian is going to make his debut here tonight at Chapel FM. Apart from, he was also fantastic on the quiz, on the panel. for the Brain Airs. Give them a big round of applause, please. For Billy!
Or can I have a bit lower, please? Thank you. A bit higher? Too high. A bit lower? Oh, a bit lower. But then that's going to hurt my back. A bit higher, please. Thank you. No, then it feels pretentious. A bit lower, please. No, higher. A bit higher. I'll probably just take it out, to be fair. Cheers, pal. Thank you. How we doing, guys? We had a good night? It's been a lovely night. It's been a pleasure to be here and be invited, and glad I thought of some answers at the end, you know? Like, I was struggling for a bit there. I was like, there's only so many times you just give a nonsense answer. Do you know what I mean? I need to come up with something here. But, yeah, I'm a comedian. A lot of my stuff I do is a bit rude and nonsensical, if I'm honest with you, and I don't think it'd be right for you guys. I don't think you want that. I don't think you'd enjoy it. So I'll tell you a bit about me. I'll be real with you. I won't be the big Billy Price. I'll be who I am. Sean Price Regan. I nearly died 7 months ago. It was a scary time. It's left me disabled. But you know what they say? Shit happens. By the looks of it, shit has happened. Sorry for that, guys. No, it was a really scary time for me. I just had this pain in my stomach. It wouldn't go, and I hadn't pooed in like a week. I was like, I'm probably just constipated. Do you know what I mean? That's what that sounds like to me. And my partner, my wonderful life partner, Molly, I've been with her 6 years. Big up her, please. My reason for living, second only to our dog, Sky. But she was trying to get me to go to the doctor, but I'm an idiotic man. I didn't do that. But unfortunately, day after Christmas, Boxing Day, this pain's so bad that I can't even move without wailing. So they ring an ambulance, and they take me to hospital. And the first thing they start doing is they're doing like tests on me, and they start squirting water up my bum, like an enema. And nothing was coming, apart from me. That come means ejaculate, by the way, in case there's any confusion. I knew that. I've come plenty in my time. Old shagger. But then the next thing they do a scan on my bowel. And they pull me into the room. They say, "Oh, Mr. Price, I've got to tell you, you've got a hole in your bowel, and it's leaking all the blood, poo and stuff into your blood. You're in the early stages of blood poisoning, sepsis. If we don't operate on you soon, you might die." I'm like, fucking hell. But my main concern, not to paint myself as a selfless person, but my partner was there, like, looking like she was about to collapse. Do you know what I mean? So I said to her, I said, "Molly, it could be worse. It could be something like cancer." And she's only told me recently, like, when I said that, the doctor looked at her as if to say, "Someone with cancer could live longer than your boyfriend." That would be the better option. But they put me in the hospital bed and they go to cart me out, and my partner says, "Billy, you need to tell them you're a chronic weed smoker, because it might take more of the stuff to put you under, you know, the anesthetic or anesthesia or whatever." And I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm no doctor, right? So I'm like, yeah, that makes enough sense to me, but I forget. As soon as I'm out of the room, I start actually processing my emotions. I'm freaking out, I'm crying, I'm bawling. They get me to sign papers that say, if you die, it's not their fault. And do you know what I mean? Fair enough, I wouldn't ever, well, I would be dead, so I definitely wouldn't sue them. And so, but, do you know what I mean? I'm going through it. I forget to say anything to anyone. It was only when I was laid on the operating table and the fella goes to put the mask on me to put me to sleep, and I remember, and I go, wait a minute. And he goes, "What?" And I said, "I smoke weed every day." And he just high-fived me. He thought that was mighty cool. Right, guys, I think that is about enough from me. You've been lovely. This is for a good cause. I'm all about community. It's what we need to get further in life and better ourselves. There's a lot of political players at the moment trying to divide communities with hate, reform, painting flags, hanging flags. Do you know what I mean? I'm proud of my country, but I'm proud of the UK and Britain and being a multicultural, beautiful place. I come from an Irish immigrant and a gypsy lady, gypsy man, and I'm glad to be a mix of people. This isn't a joke, this is just me speaking. But if you see anyone being racist, trying to push hate onto our communities, punch them in the fucking face.
Thank you, Billy. Thanks very much indeed. Really appreciate that. Well, since Martin featured in your spot there, I think he should, we called him something I've never called him, but I think it's very interesting. So would you like to come on, Martin? Martin Riley! He's a writer, he's an actor, he's all sorts, and he's a good mate of mine.
Well, thank you. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything acting or writing about me at all. I'm going to do something for my mate Rob. My mate Rob. So when I was 16, I changed schools. It wasn't the first time. I'd had quite a checkered childhood. So I'd seen a few schools. And I was going to this school in amazement, really, because I managed to pass a few exams. And suddenly I was going to be in a sixth form, you know? And I had that thing of going to the new school, South London, never been there before as well, in our first house of our own, which we'd managed to get with help from me mum's mum. Anyway, so I'm on that school bus, you know, in my new uniform, you know, and you feel a bit self-conscious. And I walk on the top of the bus, and there's this kid sitting there. And it's a 229 bus. It goes from Erith to Sidcup, where the school is. And he's come all the way from Erith and he's top of the bus. And his name was Rob Bricks, and I sat at the front. And I'm a bit extrovert sometimes. When I get nervous, do you know what I mean? I talk a lot. So I'm going, hello, how are you, and all that sort of business, you know, and really he should have just ignored me. But we got to be best mates, and we're best mates still. And he's having a difficult time in his life, a bit like you know. He's had a few things that have shocked him. He's suffering, you know, from the old cancers and a few other things as well. And he's decided to he made interest in life. His dad was a docker, worked on the docks, you know, and he lived in the prefabs, you know. In our day, they were sort of built just after the war by the council as a sort of way to do some quick social housing. That was a thing we used to have then, social housing. And they lived in the prefab estate. And he wanted to, for his granddaughter, that was listening in there, wanted to write some things about his life, you know. And he didn't want to write an autobiography, and he's written this thing, and he calls it Prefab Tales. And they're just little bits that have suddenly appeared to him, not poems, not bits of prose writing, just his memories. And for some of you, it'll seem like science fiction, some of these things I'm going to read, or like some heavily retro thing. And for others of you, you'll go, blimey, oh yeah, I remember that. So I'm just going to read you a few of his Prefab Tales. Here we go. June the 2nd, 1953. Just before my sister Anne's first birthday, the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II takes place. We watch the ceremony on our brand new first television set, a big cubed polished wooden box with 12-inch screen and 2 knobs, one for switching off and one for switching on, and volume. It's fitted with an aerial that's fixed to the roof. Quite a few neighbours come in to watch too, as television sets are few and far between. Dad tells everyone it cost him £100, but this is unlikely, as the sum would have amounted to about 3 or 4 months' wages, and they never could save anything from week to week. Most likely it's from a dodgy deal in the docks. However, Dad thinks it will be an educational asset, so we are soon watching children's TV with Muffin the Mule, followed by Watch with Mother, Andy Pandy, The Wooden Tops, The Flower Pot Men, and my favourite, Rag, Tag and Bobtail. Some of you won't know what I'm talking about. Read you a few more. Later still come American cowboy shows, Roy Rogers with his horse Trigger, Hopalong Cassidy and other notable heroes like the Lone Ranger and his sidekick Tonto. There's only a few hours of programming from late afternoon until midnight. That's all there is. Jeff and I are his brother, occasionally allowed to stay up and watch Sportsview at 8 o'clock when our TV set eventually packs up and can't be repaired. We get a new, bigger rental set, and by now ITV has started up with its flagship soap, Coronation Street. and adverts. But I must tell you, actually, that I watched the first episode of EastEnders with my mum. My mum was a Cockney. My dad came from even further north than there, indecipherable place. But my mum was a Cockney, and I sat and watched EastEnders, first episode with my mum. And at the end of it, I said, Mum, and my mum did actually also work on a market. I said, Mum, is this anything like the East End? And she said, no. I said, did you enjoy it? She said, yeah, it's brilliant. Back on Coronation Day in June 1953, there's a street party for all the kids in the prefabs. We sit at trestle tables up in the road, and we're treated to orange juice sandwiches and jelly ice cream. Long live the Queen. I'll read you a couple more. I want to read you one bit about fisting someone in the face, actually, because you mentioned it. Down at the bottom of our row of 4 prefabs, chained to the lamppost, is the pig bin. This is a heavy lead bin for food scraps and waste. Everything from potato peelings and stale bread to bits of pudding and custard. Just imagine it. It is always covered in flies and wasps and is emptied every week. Its contents going to pig farms. We sometimes use it as a wicket for our game of cricket in the road. There are so few motor cars around that we play ball games for hours in the road without interruption. The pig bin is a bit of a stinker, especially in summer. Okay, and I'm just going to look for the... What shall I do? Am I all right for a couple more, Peter?
Yeah, go on then.
Just some of these are a bit plaintive, actually, so I'm going to do them as well. At the top of our row of prefabs live Marge and Wally, a young couple with a little girl called Carol, who is just a year or so younger than me. We sometimes play with her, especially when my sister Anne is a toddler, both in her front garden and in ours. Carol comes with us on our first ever summer holiday in 1953, a week in a chalet at Clacton-on-Sea. She is there in a photo with us, a pretty child with pigtails. One morning, just as Jeff and I are getting ready for school, Marge arrives at our door, distraught, with Carol held limply in her arms. The little girl has had an epileptic fit. Mum makes up a little bed for her on the armchair, and a doctor is sent for. Jeff and I are packed off to school, and when we come home at lunchtime, Marge and Carol have gone back to the prefab. We are told what happened. We never see Carol again. Such is the ignorance and shame surrounding epilepsy that Wally and Marge keep her indoors from then on. I don't recall seeing any of them ever again. At some stage, they must have moved away, though I don't remember new neighbours in their house. A family blighted by a poorly understood medical condition, says Rob. Nobody seems surprised or shocked by their hiding their child away. Such terrible tragedy to befall that happy little family. Okay. This is the last one. This is the... At the far end of the street, in the roughest row of prefabs, live Mucky Fan and her kids, who were scruffy and aggressive and the scourge of the neighbourhood, only contained by the concerted effort of the prefab community to control them. One day, when Jeff and I were playing cricket in the road, one of their lads came swaggering along and tried to nick our tennis ball. When I saw what he was up to, I rushed over and punched him in the face. He was bigger than me, but he ran away, and my brother was impressed. We learned early on to defend our territory and possessions and to stand up to bullies, which often meant getting your retaliation in first. Another time, my little sister was set upon by one of them boys who took the bedclothes from her doll's pram and stuffed them down the drain. She came running home sobbing, but it was too late, and he'd scarpered by then.
Martin had a wonderful piece on Writing on Air last year, which I do recommend. It's a play about his friend Jack Glover. Emmy, are you ready? So I'd like to welcome now Emmy. And Emmy's in the writing group. This writing group happens here on a Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock till 2:30. And Emmy's very much a part of this group, very much a part of this place now, and does a lot of volunteering. So give a big round of applause, please, to Emmy.
Yes, I'm only a midget. Hi, I'm glad you mentioned the writing group because the couple of poems I've got are actually ones that were created from prompts that Peter's given us fairly recently, actually. Just give me a second, otherwise I'll be reading my shopping list to you. To your face he is charming, delightful, and full of flattery. He likes your tie, your ideas, and your personality. But behind his smile, pretty words, and devotion is a liar, a lickspittle who wants a promotion. And just so that I can do a plug of my own, we're creating a zine here at Chapel FM, and this is one of my poems that's in it, so you can all come and rush and buy it when it's out, whenever it's out. Not that we've finished making it yet. Saying it that first time is hard. The words surge up your throat and meet resistance. They rest in your mouth, awaiting freedom. But you just can't do it. No, you can't say it first. It's too soon. So it sits on the tip of your tongue, a butterfly, unable to take flight, trapped until you swallow it down for later, or let it burst forth in all its glory, and you hope they will reply, I love you too.
Thank you. So we've got two more performers tonight. We've got some comedy from Dominique now, and then I'll finish off with some music from the Dinkmaster. So a big round of applause, a massive round of applause, please, for Dominique, who's the star of the panel.
Hi. Very much like Billy Price, when I was told that, asked if I wanted to do 5 minutes. Oh, I haven't done my timer. I was asked if I wanted to do 5 minutes. I realised I'm actually vile, and there is not much that I would be willing to say in front of you. But I've tried to find like 5 minutes of stuff that I think won't be too disgusting. Obviously, I'm Dominique, and I am single. I'm very single. A lot of my friends are in relationships, and I've been trying to find hobbies to do while, you know, like people are, I guess, with their boyfriends or girlfriends and kissing or doing whatever. I don't know. I've been trying to find my own hobbies, and recently I've been watching Naked Attraction with the audio description on. I don't know if you know what Naked Attraction is, but basically it's a show on Channel 4 where there's a contestant and then there's 6 people in tubes. Everyone in the tube is naked, and round by round they reveal more of their naked body and like eliminate someone each time until the contestant finds the love of their life. It's a lovely premise, and the idea of watching that with the audio description on, yeah, I think is funny because it's like, oh, haha, the audio description person's going to have to say the word Willy. But it's so much better than that. Like, the thing the person on Channel 4 says is amazing, and I was going to try and come up with my own things like the audio description on Naked Attraction might say, and then I realised what they say is better than anything I could come up with. So I'm going to read you some of the actual Channel 4 things that they say. The screen lifts up, and she's presented with half a dozen Savaloys. Green, red, and orange are smoothly shaven. All the rest are well hung and hairy. Blue has pendulum-like balls. And I want you to bear in mind that someone's getting paid by Channel 4 to sit in a recording booth and say these things. There was an episode where the contestant was bi, and so there was men and women in the tubes, and the audio description person said there's a 50-50 split between the pods of knobs and foo-foos. And I just thought, that person has my dream job. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing to keep myself busy because I'm single. But recently I thought maybe I need to try and do something about being single. So I decided to Google, and I've read a WikiHow on how to attract people. And I thought I'd share my tips with you in case anyone was trying to pull. So the first tip the WikiHow gave was to learn a new skill to impress people. And I was like, oh, what skill could I learn? I was like, maybe an instrument. But it turns out the piccolo isn't as sexy as I thought. The second thing it said was to pay people unique compliments to make yourself memorable. So I've been trying a couple out. Hey, girl. You've got lovely slender calves. I bet you've never struggled to get a welly off before. I like that one because I've got quite beefy calves and it can be a two-man job. Or another one. Hey, boy. You don't have to look at me, it's fine. They often don't. Hey, boy, you've got lovely balls. Almost pendulum-like, I imagine. I don't know. You got to try these things. I don't know. And the third tip it gave was to share deep and meaningful stories about yourself to build a connection. And I was really struggling to think of anything deep and meaningful to share about my life to build that connection. And after thinking for a while, I remembered there's this time when I was at uni and I was getting really weird periods. So I had to go and get an inspection, I don't know, a FOOF inspection, I don't know what it's called. They had to do one of them. And as the lady put the clamp inside me, she looked me in the eyes and said, I'm going to have to get a longer clamp. And I just think if that doesn't show that I've got depth. But that was all that the WikiHow said, but I've got one final tip, which isn't off WikiHow. This is like a Dominique special. So sometimes I feel a bit insecure, and I'm like, oh, I've got quite saggy boobs. They're not that perky, and I don't want it to hold me back. So I realized if I go like this, they look perky as fuck. So sometimes when I have sex with people, I start Mexican waves. It's really good for morale and the girls look great. So I don't know if anyone wants to try that, but let me know if you do. Right, thank you. I've been Dominique.
Thank you very much. Another round, big round of applause for Dominique. God, that's fantastic. And please come back again. We don't have enough comedy here, do we, Elliot? Well, sort of inadvertent comedy during the day, but no comedy. So let's, if you want to come back and do a longer set sometime, both of you, it'd be really lovely to have you. Say it again, Rebecca. Yeah. Well, we had some rude stuff. It's quite. Yeah. But no, it was.
I looked at you when I said when I have sex with people, and your face, and I thought I need to look away.
But Emma liked the bit about the clamp because she's a GP. So, do you call it a what? No, don't call it a clamp. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting into some heavy stuff here around medical terminology, so we'll probably move on. But so we're doing some comedy soon. Spike Marshall from Leeds Arts Centre is starting. He's actually started it already. Is that Elliot? Is that right? Do you know when it is? Yeah, so we have a comedy scene starting here, so it'd be great to have you back. That's about it, apart from one big piece here of music, which we're going to hear from the Dink Master. So, and when's your gig again, Dominique?
Oh, it's on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, at the Belgrave, Wednesday, turn up at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I thought 7 or 7:30, I think it starts at 8.
Okay, brilliant. So, we'll do that. So, thank you so much for coming along this evening. It's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you to the quiz people again. Thank you to the performers tonight. It's been fantastic. Do go to the GoFundMe if you want to give some money to our writing projects. Thank you so much to our technical people, Elliot and his volunteers. We're going to have some music to finish off with now from Dink Master.
I'm here to finish you guys off.
And then we might have some music.
Right, I kind of just have to hit go and it's just going to go. Is it live? Lovely. All right, beautiful. Oh, turn that up a little bit if you don't mind. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Now, everybody else,
was all like, ooh, I'm gonna censor myself. I'm not. This song has no swearing. Does anybody in here like Scrabble? Well, you really shouldn't test me, Scrabble. I can attack board games from various angles. Last time I played a lad who said that he dabbled, and I ended up scraping his face against the pebble dash wall. Constantly bringing the brains in, the broadcast outside, you lot have lots to learn about patience. It's been a year since I worked on any waves since. I've been too busy working on paintings. I might bring you into that tone. Rappers are trash, they get trashed and go home. When I paid them for a set, then they set off and go bone. I replace and go ham like provolone. So I googled that to spell it, and it's a cheese, but I still spit the bar, I still keep it a G. Still dispill sits and still sick, still water and still sit idly waiting for you to falter. Ah! There's more. There's always more. There's always more. And come back where you least expect. Loop the beat till it leaks out the speaker set. Till the speaker set and someone comes to shut me up. I'll spit these regrets over the roughest hooks. Don't toughen up, sipping on whiskey is a killer. Don't touch the cup, already said that it'd kill ya. I made Scrabble on the first date, then hit third base. And if she's bi, then I'll let the birds chase. But I hate to which women are referred as birds. So the rhyme scheme I esteem needs to be heard. Is frequently worse at displaying my morality than live streaming a threesome with Sean Hannity and a manatee. Notice how I haven't used vulgarity. I went to Bulgaria, got robbed in an alley. It's a really nice place last time I checked, and I'll leave what you don't expect. Whew. It only gets worse from here, folks. Came in here, the Dink Master, he's got the game of the year. Pebble Dash Wall got the game of the year. I didn't write anything for this part right here, so I'm just saying whatever. If I spit bars that I whack, nah, never. I'm the best in the world. I wear diamonds and pearls. You guys like Mardi Gras? I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it at all. Do you guys like holding your breath? Is anyone else getting bored of this? I'm not going to help your problems and I'm not going to board your shit, but others else to run various felt pens for the arts and crafts contest you will find yourself in, and as well as the sip of gin I could have washed your brush. I have found myself stuck in between a dry place and some mush, so apologies for the honesty, but I really have to leave. Forgot to write a part in this verse where I can breathe. Okay, I sip on Old Bay on Mondays and Sundays, or any day you could consider as a fun day. I really need an uptick in reasons not to run bass. Cause right now around the scene, I see a couple MCs that I could defeat, and maybe 3 or maybe 4 that would destroy me in a war, so I respect them extra and tell them their tunes peak. Please, if you got a problem, better get it checked. I'll levy my skills to give myself a decent rep, and leave where you least expect, but not yet. Beat up the beat like Diddy did to Drake, and pump fake and end the set. Thank you very much. Now let me pause this. It's just auto plays. We don't need that. But yeah, that's me. I don't know why are you guys looking at me. Make some applause or something for like lovely night that we've had. Absolutely wonderful. What is going on with that? Absolutely wonderful dippy doodah beautiful night. And I will now walk away really cool like, if this'll stay on, because it does not like me.
What time do you guys wake up at in the morning?
I wake up at 5, 6, 7 or 8.
I wake up about